How's it going, people? It's Devon once again, bringing you another daily dose of insight and motivation. Let's get it. Are you depressed right now? Get that out of here. Come on, today's video, I'm going to explain to you how depression connects to your thoughts. All right, let's jump right into it. Are you depressed? Are you sad? Do you have doubts, fears, and worries? Okay. Let me be the first to explain to you right now. If you know someone that is depressed, if you know someone that is a low state of energy, send them this video right now. If you're depressed, it is in direct relation to your habitual thoughts, okay? It is in direct relation to your habitual thoughts. What does that exactly mean? That means that there is an idea, there is a thought in your mind that you repeatedly think over and over and over again. And now, that idea, that thought, has created the state that you are in, aka depression, all right? So what does this mean, right? So you're telling me that we actually are the reasons why we are depressed. It is not some outside external factor that causes that. And you may say, but they did this, but I'm in this situation, but this event, but this circumstance happened to me. I want you to understand that these type of events, circumstances, and situations happen to everyone. But the difference between person A, who decides to go on with their life, and person B, who remains depressed, is the meaning that they place on those circumstances, events, and situations. So if you decided to place a lower vibrational idea or thought on attached to that circumstance, events, or situation, and you said that, well, because this outside thing happened to me, it means that I'm not good enough. And you start to play that movie in your mind over and over and over and over and over again. And you keep on saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. That is the idea, that is the thought that keeps replaying in your mind. What do you think is going to happen to your body? What emotional state do you think you're going to be in? Right? So, get into your mind first that although maybe something definitely terrible might have happened, it is not the situation, it is not the circumstances, it is not the event. It is the meaning that you placed on the event. If you change the meaning, you will change your life. Change the meaning. And now, this thing, this outside event, this experience, circumstance, situation happened to us. And we decided that it meant something bad, right? We decided that it meant, we placed a limitation on that idea. We placed a meaning on that idea that is now limiting us in our current environment. When you're depressed, you don't feel like getting up and going to hang out with your friends. When you're depressed, you don't feel like working towards your business. When you're depressed, you don't feel like getting out there and doing the things necessary to be the person that you want to be, do the things that you want to do, and have what you want to have. You don't want to be your best version when you're depressed, right? We're in a low state of energy, okay? And we continue to propel this energy by the work of our thoughts, right? And so now, if you're in the position where you're already depressed, you have to stop that train of thought right now. And what the practice is about coming to an awareness of, I'm going down that path again. I'm having those thoughts. I'm thinking that I'm not good enough. I'm reminding myself of that event. And I'm deciding to make that event mean that I'm not good enough. I'm deciding to make that event mean that no matter what I do, it just never works out. I'm deciding to make that mean that I can't get better, that I'm a lost cause, that I don't have hope. Don't do that anymore. Come to the awareness that whenever you start to have those thoughts, whenever you start to go down that train, you will immediately pivot. You will change, and you will create a new identity for yourself. And how do you do this? You got to come to a decision of what the heck do you want? What do you want? If you are depressed right now and you cannot answer this question of what do I want, that's step one. And then once you figured out what you want, I mean, it has to be something that you truly want, that you truly desire. You got to say, I want this. And not only do you want it, but you are willing and committed to go after it. So then when you have these ideas, these thoughts, you can pivot and say, no, I know who I am, I know what I want, and I know where I'm going. I know who I am, I know what I want, and I know where I'm going. Right? And you don't allow these external events, circumstances, or situations to decide what you're going to do up here. Don't allow external events, circumstances, situations, people, whatever it is, to change, to influence what is going on up here. And if you make the decision to decide, I know where I am, I know who I am, I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and you just stay focused on that, there's no way you could be depressed. Because you're talking about two completely different energy states. One is the energy state of disempowerment. One is the energy state that continues to argue for your limitations. And guess what? When you argue for your limitations, you get to keep them. The second state is the state of empowerment. Power. I know who I am. I know what I want. And I know where I'm going. You can't be depressed when you're in that state. You can't be depressed when you know who you are, you know what you want, and you know where you're going. Kick out of there right now. You are a divine, spiritual being living a human experience, and you have the ability to be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever it is that you want to have. The only caveat in this is that you, my friend, must first choose and decide what it is that you want. And when you make that decision, just know, I know who I am, I know what I want, and now I know where I am going. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think about this. Please reach out to me if you need some further counseling. I'll give you a free session. I don't care what it is, because depression does not deserve to live with you. It does not, right? It's time to live our best lives, become our best version. And as I always say, continue to realize where you are now, realize where you have been, and finally realize the future.
RTF, realize the future.
Yeah, hop in the whip with the Rolex. Getting this money is no flex. You by my side on the apex. At the mountaintop thinking what's next. I'ma manifest my dreams, yeah. I'ma do what it takes. I've been moving towards my goals, and Lord knows I made mistakes. Forget that, I won't forget that, no.